Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are here with the Bad Batch Season 3 and series finale. The Cavalry has arrived. Um, it was a really, really good episode, guys. I really enjoyed it. It was 50 minutes long, and I know I said Monday that we weren't going to get a premiere that or finale premiere. What the hell am I talking about? We weren't going to get a finale that was going to be like 50, 60 minutes long, but it happened. They gave it to us. I got confirmation of it Tuesday night, I think, that they were in fact going to be doing that because Disney Plus Latin America actually posted a thing saying it's going to be 50 minutes, which is crazy. I don't really have any like notes for this. I'm kind of going to come in and talk about it kind of off script here because I have a lot of thoughts about it, but I also don't think it's going to fit very well in about a 5-minute review. So I'm going to do my best. The episode, of course, is pretty straightforward. It's the Bad Batch arriving at Mount Tantus. We've already seen this happen, but now they're going to really attempt to break Omega out and rescue all the clones currently stationed there. There's a lot of hints at future stuff here, but they do a very good job at adapting at kind of adapting this, like incorporating these different ideas for potential spin-off series without actually like saying, yes, we're going to do a spin-off series for this and this and this. There's a lot of seeds for the future, which I do think that Bad Batch is sort of a show that is meant to help build together the main storyline of Star Wars right now. It has a lot of tie-ins to the Mandoverse, and I think that the Mandoverse is sort of the main plot of, Star Wars. So I do think that overall, we're going to be getting a lot of really fun tie-ins to Mandoverse through animation at this point. I think that's they're going to go full steam ahead. So we get a lot of looks at that. Obviously, Project Necromancer is a huge part of the Mandoverse right now. It was a huge part of Bad Batch, so that was something that a lot of people felt very strongly was going to be hinted at in the finale. They didn't really do an amazing job of that, but we got our look at what I assume are Phase Zero Dark Troopers. They're real human beings, or clones, I guess. So Dark Troopers obviously are not human in The Mandalorian, but I think these prototype ones are, which was cool, to think about because obviously it's sort of a tie-in to some of the later content without it being too in your face. That was really, really cool to look at. And they had other stuff too, but I think there was a couple other things I wanted to talk about in the finale before I wrap up. That being said, the Zillo Beast coming back, I felt that was a little short, honestly. I know that might seem kind of weird, but it was really only there for one scene. I figured it would be like the main chaos kind of bringing everyone in together. Rex doesn't come in with his clone cavalry, which is what I assumed the cavalry has arrived was really referring to. I really need a spin-off series or something of that capacity with Rex and Echo because they were gone for so much of this season, and I feel like we just didn't get a lot of great resolution with them. And this finale pretty much said what I was going to say Monday, which is that I felt that it was going to be long. Obviously this was a 50-minute one. I said it was going to be 20 minutes. I was wrong. But that no matter what, it wasn't going to explain everything it needed to. And I think we're at that point. And a lot of Star Wars fans are coming out and they're saying, well, it's okay. It's great that we have some unanswered questions. But I disagree. I don't love unanswered questions. I feel like it gives Star Wars more content in the future, but it makes a lot of Star Wars haters sort of be like, well, look, they're not even answering the questions that they're proposing. So I feel like there's a lot of give and take with it. I loved the finale. I gave it a 9.5 out of 10. I love the ending. Omega becoming a rebel pilot was so very nice to see. Crosshair, his developments continue. His development has sort of flourished. He was a character I didn't care about. Now he's a character I do. I don't think we'll see any of the Bad Batch again. I think Echo. Sorry. Well, yeah, maybe Echo, but I meant Omega. But either one of those two could come back. I think Hunter's done. I think Wrecker's done. I think Crosshair's done. So in terms of wrapping up the Bad Batch, it does a good job, but Bad Batch asked a lot more questions than just the main, 5 or so of them. I will say one more thing. I'm happy they didn't bring back Tech. I thought that Clone X was going to be Tech. It was not. That was actually a good thing. So they did not drop the ball there. They didn't make some cliche happen. I was very happy that they did that. I think that's pretty much it. I mean, there's a lot of great action, of course, but it's hard to. I don't want to describe the entire thing for you guys. I want you all to watch it. It's 50 minutes of your time, and I think it's 50 minutes that's worth it. That's all I have to say. I gave the full season an 8.1 out of 10. I honestly don't remember what I rated each season. I didn't do it as in depth, but I think both season one and season two were somewhere in the sevens. So, if you kind of take that all into account, it's about a 7 out of 10 overall for the series. 7, 7, 8.1. Do some quick math here. Yeah, it's about 7 point something. That's probably fair. I think this show was sort of in the C tier of Star Wars. It's good stuff. It's just not Clone Wars, and I don't think it needed to be. I don't want to act like it needed to be, but I do think that that's a big concern for a lot of Star Wars fans is that they wanted this to be Clone Wars and it wasn't. And it's not that they give us false promises or anything. It's just kind of what ends up happening with a show that is simply not meant to be that kind of thing. That's all I have for you guys. I have a lot of stuff I'm going to be reviewing soon. X-Men '97, of course, is a big one. I'm going to be reviewing Dead Boy Detectives that came out on Netflix a while back as part of the Sandman universe. I'll absolutely be checking that out and reviewing it. My Adventures with Superman, I might do. It depends. I might keep that just for myself. Not make a video. But there's other stuff too, like there's other like shows and movies that I definitely want to cover on the channel. I'm going to cover Superman and Lois season 4 when that comes out later this year. I'm going to cover, obviously all MCU movies, DCU movies. I'm going to be covering Elseworld movies like Joker. There's plenty of content to talk about. I'll probably be doing news stuff too. I kind of want to report on leaks, not as a reporter, but like talk about how I feel about certain leaks happening. Of course, the Acolyte's coming out soon. I'm going to be reviewing that. So there's plenty more to stay tuned for, and I hope you guys do. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below your thoughts on The Cavalry Has Arrived. That's all I have for you guys. See you guys in the next one. Love you all. Peace.